Oh, this skill, okay. I'm fine. What? Did I do it? Is he dead? Oh, he's dead! I don't get it! What is that? No! Oh my goodness! Finally! Oh. I don't know if I want to do this ever again. I really don't know if I want to do this ever again. Oh shit! Oh my goodness! This worked out! I made it! Solo challenge is beaten! Hello everybody, I'm the Kaito and welcome to a new video. Yeah, you have seen it is possible to do a solo character challenge. But is it possible with everyone? In this video I will tell you my experiences with the characters I have tried out. First of all, in my opinion, it is possible with everyone. But with some it is easier and with some it's harder. So how does a solo challenge even work in Trials of Mana? It is pretty simple. Your characters needs to die at the very beginning of the game, because at this point they are doing some damage and are indeed helping you. This is a bit annoying, but well, it belongs to that challenge. If you are progressing a bit more, it doesn't really matter if they are attacking or not. They mostly are dying no matter what, because you are not allowed to give them equipment, so they will become very fragile and die very fast. And you are only allowed to use that specific character which you picked at the beginning as your main character. If you die while your other characters are still alive, you lost. If you open the chest and the death is inside, you lost and you need to restart from the last time you saved. So much for the explanations. I have now tried out the easiest solo challenge and the hardest, just to compare. So with Kevin it was relatively simple. Everything went very smooth and I didn't really had so much problems during my run, until I got to these guys. Yeah, as you probably could think, the Benevolent of Darkness is pretty much a nemesis for everyone. But why? The female head can use the Annihilate skill, which kills you if your level is under the level from the caster. So basically, the Benevolent of Darkness is level 46 and you need to grind to level 47 just to make sure that this doesn't kill you. But for some reasons I was lucky with Kevin. I didn't grind it that much and I still was able to do it somehow. I mostly spammed the special attack, so everyone is getting hit. Eventually they all wanted to counter me and the female head didn't came to cast the Annihilate skill. The next thing that could happen, or that could be, that Kevin is doing a lot of damage in a short time and the female head is eventually only casting at the specific percentage of HP. The next possibility is that the bosses are having a scheme of attacks, how they are attacking. So they don't attack with every skill every time you confront them. It could be that I got the attack scheme where the Benevolent of Darkness is not even using that skill. Okay, so far so good. I also grinded a lot for the equipment with Kevin, so I was really well prepared for the final dungeon. Because from what I can say is that the first part of the game is pretty simple. The second half could be a problem for you. I mostly use status buffs and claws for having an elemental advantage. This even made the trick for Angela, funnily, because if you have the right element, the Benevolents overall are relatively easy. But let's stick for Kevin for a second here, before I finish with the Kevin chapter. The last boss was really something. Not even that it took a while to beat him solo, no, the final boss is also using the Annihilate skill. So what to do here? You need to grind to level 51 at least, because the final boss is level 50. If you are over him, then you won't die. I can also say that the death cancel is not working no matter what, because you need a second character for that and you are not allowed to use other characters. So with much patience and a bit grinding I was able to beat the solo challenge with Kevin. And now, the other example, the opposite, the hardest one with Angela. Why is Angela the hardest one? Angela doesn't have any healing abilities and is really depending on healing and status buff items. That is why I think Angela's the hardest. Well, she has other things which makes her pretty good, but only in the late game. Her spells are pretty strong, but only if you have played her in a while. At the very beginning she is more or less useless. I really had much problems with her, much more as with Kevin. I really was depending on her magic at many points, because there are parts of the game where you cannot heal your MP and cannot use claws for elemental weapons. Angela's solo challenge is more a grind fest, because you really need to make sure that the bosses cannot harm you that much anymore. Angela is having a pretty solid magic defense, but is more or less helpless, especially at the first half of the game, if it comes to physical attacks. The next problem is that magic is pretty weird in this game. There are many enemies that could counter you if you use skills or magic spells on them. That's why magic is not really good to use. Not only that, the magic spell animations are taking a long time, so your playtime will be much more higher, as for Kevin, for example. What really was interesting and funny was the fact that even Angela could make a lot of damage at the Benevolent Donors physically if she is having the correct element on the weapon. So some of them were easier to defeat, and for some of them I needed some time and some tries. But overall it was not so hard. What really is important is the fact that you always need healing items in your inventory and in your storage. So you can grind at the specific spot, so you don't have to go back again for healing up and rebuying stuff. I want to be honest with you here. I still have not finished the Angela solo challenge. Why? Because of these guys again. Yeah, these guys really can make your life hell if you are alone. Even together these guys are really strong foes, but alone this is pure nightmare, literally. Unlike with Kevin, I had a bad luck here. The female head is always doing the annihilate skill, and because of my level is under the level of the Benevolent Donor, I die of course. Now at the moment I'm trying to grind to level 47 because I don't want to give this up and because this skill is not doing anything if I am level 47. So how can I say that a solo challenge is technically possible with everyone if I haven't made it with Angela yet? Because all this depends on grinding. If you grind long enough and if you have enough time, I am really convinced that this is beatable with everyone solo. Not only that, the only real dangerous skill is the Annihilate skill, and if you have grinded enough, this skill doesn't do anything to you anymore. What I need to say is that magic casters should be super careful, because they are having problems with enduring physical attacks and should watch out for counter. I would also highly recommend to train the AT type reload cancel. I already explained in another video what this is. If you are unsure, I put a video link into the description. Overall, I can only say to you guys, don't do it if you want to land in a place of pain and despair. Because the game will not give you any benefit for doing it. No. I have the feeling that the game is even more or less punishing you for not working together with your co-characters. Because this game is built up that you play with your companions and not alone. The solo challenge is showing you that pretty well, and this is what I really experienced. It is hard, but if you want a real challenge, then do that. But I would not recommend it for players who are new to the game or the RPG genre overall. It is an interesting challenge, yeah, but I guess after Angela I will never do that again. I don't know. Well, that was everything from me. I'm the Kaito. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so I can grow, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye and see you soon!